What if you could create more kindness in the world just by being you? Everyone has the potential to create and receive more kindness. What if kindness is more than being nice and compassionate to others? Have you ever considered what having more kindness for you could create in your life? Get ready to learn how the energy of kindness is integral to reducing stress in your life and how it can assist in healing your body. Now, here is the host of Cultivating Kindness with Karen, facilitator of healing, Karen Leslie.
Welcome, everyone. It's so nice to have you here with me again today. Wow, I tell you, showing up for you on these Wednesdays it's so much fun. I love it. And for those of you who join in on the replays and seek out all the episodes of Cultivating Kindness with Karen, thank you. Because without you guys, there'd be no show. And I love that you come and you sit here live with me and you participate and you send your energies. And I love it. It makes such a difference. Now, if you're new, welcome to Cultivating Kindness with Karen. And I'm Karen Leslie. I'll be your host for the next, 55 minutes or so. And I always guarantee I always have lots to talk about. And today, I think it's a pretty exciting topic. The show's called Harmony Plus Optimism Equals Manifestation. Now, yeah, I get it. A lot of people talk about manifestation. And there's really good reasons as to why so many people are talking about it. One, most of us get it wrong. Two, most of us want it. Three, we have the ability to manifest even if we don't think we do. So regardless as to where you're coming from, what your perspective is on manifestation, I really believe that you will gain some insight from today's show. As you know, I always bring something in that's a little different. I purposely actually look to bring a different perspective on every topic that I bring so that it kind of opens up your way of thinking. It gives you something to kind of chew on, mull over, maybe ignore and toss into the trash. That's okay too. But my belief is that in order to increase the level of kindness that you have in your own life means we need to start to look at things from a different perspective. We need to be open to looking at things in a new way. For when we stay just with our current beliefs and our current thought patterns, then we're going to stay with the current level of kindness that we have for ourselves. I think that's sad. I really do. I think we should always be looking to increase how we can be kind to ourselves. And when we do that, guaranteed, you're going to increase how you can show up in that kindness energy for others. Maybe that's something you would like to manifest today. Let's see where we can take it for you. There's lots and lots of ways that we can look at manifestation. I am not going to go through them all. There's so many. And really, what's key is that you find what works for you. Trial and error is great. Check out a few different ways. See what's comfortable. See what actually brings a result to you that you are seeking. Don't worry about trying different things. Don't worry about it not working. We're going to get into that a little bit later. This whole concept to me of manifesting is a very personal one. To me, it's something that each and every one of us, we need to be able to relate to very clearly what it is we wish to have in our life. And I think that's one of the big problems. I really do. I know for me personally that I can keep changing my mind. I think I got it. I know what's going on, I think, and I'm moving forward. But then I get an awareness of something else. And I go, oh, and I can keep shifting. Now, I know that when we keep changing our minds, we keep shifting, we keep going back into old ways of thinking and old patterns, we are causing confusion. We are giving mixed messages out into the world, out to universe, creator, God, source, whomever it is for you, and saying, I really want this. And then you're going, no, you know what? I think I want this instead. Oh, scratch both those. I have a whole new idea. And then you go, forget it. I'm just not doing this anymore. It's not working. So what's a creator got to do? We are creating difficulties. That's what we're doing. The universe is, as you know, always listening. So we need to be clear and perhaps more concise as to what we are asking for. When we skip out on that, we are causing ourselves more difficulties. In the title for today's show, harmony. Well, there is no harmony going on when we keep changing our minds and giving different messages. That is closer to a definition of chaos, chaotic energy and behavior, not harmony. Comment in the chat room here. Yo, Joe, what the hell do you want? Right? This is exactly it. There we go. Voice from creator saying, hey, what do you really want? And it's so true. And it is a really good question to be asked and to be asking yourself. That space of knowing what you would like and knowing who you are, becoming truthful, vulnerable, and honest with yourself is the place to start. When we have all these mixed messages going on within us as to who we think we are, what's our self-image? How do I view myself? Ooh, God, could I actually ever see myself as being this other person or having something different? There's your breeding ground for mixed messages. There's that pit. This is a word that's coming in. That pit that is holding you in limbo at best, and more likely holding you as being stuck. There is such an opportunity for all of us to change what's happening in our lives. We can all manifest something different. It is completely within the realm of possibilities for every single one of us. Some of you are going to be going, I don't believe you because nothing's changed for me. Nothing's better in my life. And that will be true in that nothing is changing. But remember, everything is energy, and energy is never stagnant. It never stops. It never pauses. It's always moving, always changing, and always creating. We need to be aware of that and work with it. When we have that better sense of clarity within ourselves, we stop giving out mixed messages. We create that harmony. And then we get to that space where we actually really like who we are and what we desire. In comes that more optimistic outlook. I really believe harmony and optimism go hand in hand together. They work together beautifully. Our job, knowing when we have it and when we don't. When I was thinking about the show, what popped into mind was to investigate my oracle cards. I always use them. And I was like, all right, let's see what we can do. So I pulled the deck that was speaking to me. And asked for 2 cards as I do. Here's what one of the cards said. This was really cool. It says, the law of harmony, right? I love my intuition. The law of harmony. Make choices that create a balance in your life, and this will continue to create conditions and possibilities that lead to fulfilling your highest intentions. And harmony begins with the self. Kind of sums up the whole show. Should we stop? No, I've got way too much to share with you. But harmony, the law of harmony, this is a real law. It is one of the universal laws. There's many. I'm not going to get into them all. That could be a whole series of shows, actually. There's so many. But the law of harmony is that everything in the universe is in harmony with each other. Everything is connected to the other. And I know that a lot of you already know this, but you may not be looking at it as what's called the law of harmony. You just like, yeah, everything's connected. I get that. We're all one. But using the law of harmony, following this universal law, will influence in a positive way your manifestations. All those mixed messages I spoke about a couple of minutes ago, they're all connected. And then they're connected to the messages that are a little more clear. But you do not have a clear line of what it is you're desiring. There is no harmony. You've got chaos and scattered all around you. Now, the universe also works extremely well with the chaotic energies and the chaos around you, because from that often comes creation. However, you could learn to sidestep that. It will work. You can work with it. But let's have things a little more in balance. Let's have a little more fun, flow, and ease with it. I'm not saying chaos will not ever come back. It is part of the universe. However, when you recognize that those are the energies around you, you have a choice as to what to do. You have a choice as to how you wish to look at it or not. One of the bodies of work from a very famous gentleman that I've been studying quite a bit, his name is Bob Proctor. And I've heard him say time and time again, and it so fits right now, you get back what you send out. You're sending out mixed messages, guess what? You're going to get mixed answers. You're sending out doubt? Oh, we can give you a little more of that. If things are coming at you too fast, then you may be sending out the message, hey, whoa, slow it down. This is overwhelming. Or this is too much. And then you wonder why everything dries up. We don't need to actually say these words out loud. Often we do. All you need is that quick moment of a thought, and it's received. When we speak to people, there can be a bit of a lag is the word I'm getting in our communication. We say something and the other person hears it and it's processed. The mind says, oh, this is what's being said to us, and here's our reply. Now, it all happens really quickly, we think, but it is slow compared to what divine or the universe is able to hear, respond, and know what's going on. That quick, instant thought, you may barely be aware of it. It's caught. It is never missed. Hence, lack of harmony, lack of optimism, and a lack of what we would like to show up, actually showing up. So let's change that. Let's turn all that around. Sound like a really good idea? I think it would be great. I think we should be looking at some tips and some ideas and some ways that we can change how we have been currently dealing with the energies and our thought processes so that we can start to create more of what we truly want to have. So we're going to do all that after our break. We've come up to our first station break here now. I want to thank you for being here on the Inspired Choices Network. I mean, what a great place to hang out, right? And yes, I'm equally grateful to those of you that find Cultivating Kindness with Karen on other platforms, but this is a super place to be. I am always grateful for those of you who arrive, for those who like the show, share the show with others, or send me an email. It's amazing. And you can, right? Send me an email, Karen@KarenLeslie.ca. And Leslie is Leslie. Let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation. You never know what could come from that. Think about that. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We've got a short break here. And then when we come back, we're going to continue to look at ways that we can be shifting where we currently are in our manifestation journey into one that perhaps will work even better for you. All right, don't go away, everyone. We'll be back just in a moment.
We all have different experiences with and definitions of kindness. These experiences and beliefs about kindness have influenced who we are today and how we see the world. The universe is always listening. So what are you telling the universe today? Tune in to Cultivating Kindness with Karen each week as Karen guides you to understanding how each choice you are making is either keeping you stuck or opening up the energy of empowerment for you. Listen to Cultivating Kindness with Karen, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email become a host at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is Cultivating Kindness with Karen. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also send an email to Karen@KarenLeslie.ca. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, everybody. So did you give a little thought to manifesting during the break? It is such a big topic. Yet, it can be very simple. It really can. Do I have all the answers? No, I fully admit I don't. I am learning continuously as I go along on my own journey. And that's one of the reasons that I love having a show and showing up for you every week, because I bring you along. I share with you the new things I am learning and what's working for me. And I've shared and will continue to share what's not working as well. Hopefully from that place then that it empowers you to take chances, to try something new. And when something doesn't work out, think, okay, what's next? What else can I try? I want you to remember that everything is absolutely meaningless until you give it meaning. This is really important when we're looking at creating something more in our life. It really is. What meaning are you giving those items, that lifestyle, that world around you that you are desiring? Are you giving it mixed meaning? It's possible. We may think that sounds odd, but we do it all the time. let's just pause for a moment. Wherever you are, maybe not pause if you're driving. Come back to this part. Listen to the replay again. But have a look around you. Like, look at the room you're in, the space you're at, even if you're at work, wherever you may be. And like, pay attention. Look at specific things that are around you. Find the ones you really like. Find the ones that you think, oh, need a new one of those. Or, oh, that needs a little bit of TLC, whatever it might be. And now I want you to acknowledge that all of that is there as a result of you manifesting it, you creating it. It's not by luck. It's not by chance. It's not because somebody else gifted it to you or gave it to you. It's there as a result of you. Everything around you is there thanks to you, even the things that you may not want. That's okay. At some point, you did want it, or you chose it because somebody was giving it to you and you didn't have the comfort to say, no, thank you. Either way, you chose it, you received it. You can't blame the other person. It's there. And yeah, it can be difficult to look at things from this perspective. If you are looking at it that way, then recognize that you've chosen to give it that meaning. You've chosen to not be okay with it. You've chosen to look at, what the hell was I thinking? How could I have done this? Well, that's all in the past. To manifest with thoughts from the past will not bring you what you are choosing to have in your current life. Manifesting from the past, which a lot of us do, will give you more of the past. Manifesting from the present, that is helpful to be there. Manifesting from the future, now that's where the gold is. Yes. What would you like in the future? And then you bring that energy in to now. One of my favorite segments in a course I teach from integrated energy therapy, the angelic course or the angels I work with a lot. There's a meditation, a guided meditation I take people through where we go to a future life where everything's working out how you want it to be. And we bring that energy back to us now in the present. It's a great meditation. The first time I did it, when I was a student in that modality, and what I saw, I was like, I can't see how that could possibly work. Like it didn't make sense to me. So I dropped it. I did. I thought, okay, this isn't really working, but this was an interesting experience. And then for whatever reason, somebody from Spirit World reminded me of that day. And I saw the meditation again in my mind. I saw the results. And then I saw, oh my God, I have been doing this for years now. Did I do it then? No. But I did bring it back. And it is, as of today, a part of my life. What it was from an energy perspective, it was I had multiple people that I was working with doing distance energy healing. And at that time, I was not one that was willing to admit to the world, because I didn't want your reaction, that distance healing was a possibility, that it was real, and that it worked. I only saw people one-on-one. And now I do distance work all the time. And I do distance work on multiple people at a time. And it's just part of who I am. It's part of my gifts. And it was in that first time I went into that meditation. So yes, you can see what you would desire in the future and bring it to where you are now. And if that's a little far-fetched, that's okay. You can discount it like I did. But I really would love you to allow yourself to actually see when it shows up. Because it's likely to. It really is. Now, we don't necessarily have control over timing, but we can work with timing. Remember, the universe is always listening. It's our job to be mindful as to what we're saying and how we're working with this. This is why I keep telling you guys, be mindful of your thoughts. Know the thoughts that work for you. See the ones that no longer work, that were in the past. Sure, they worked back then, but it's time to let them go. We are in an amazing energy right now, here, August 2024, where there are so many shifts energetically going on around us. We are in a beautiful time to pause, to let things go that are no longer of value to us from the perspective of continuing to move us forward, not into the past again. We're in Mercury retrograde right now. Beautiful. Things from your past are going to come up. It's a gift. Which ones are you going to let go of? Which ones are you going to put a dot at the end of that sentence? Period. Done. Move on. Instead of that comma that's there, giving it permission to keep coming back and back and back. Look at what you are manifesting over and over again. How many of those things do you wish to continue with you? My guess is very few. There'll be some. And when you go to work with that manifestation again, there's a high likelihood that that optimism is going to kick in. And when it kicks in, you are going to want to create more. You're going to expand. You're going to change. You are going to give a clearer, bigger, more beautiful image of what you wish to have. It's okay to ask for more. It's okay to know that there's more waiting for you. Those of you that are getting some things, little bits are coming in. Okay. So think of it as your garden hose. You're watering, it's fine. You're moving around, you're going to go and try and water another area. And you twist the hose a bit and you get a kink in it. And the water's coming out a lot slower. Perhaps it might even stop. And you're like, oh, what happened? Well, you know what happened and you know what to do. You go and you look at your hose and you find where it's kinked or it's twisted. You undo it. Bingo. There's that flow of water all over again, just how it was. Well, we get those energetic kinks. We kink our hose all the time, but we don't see it as clearly as we do the actual physical hose. This is where we go back inside into us, into self. We've kinked the hose from within us, and it's then manifesting out into a slower flow or a flow that has stopped. Would you like to change that? Would you like to stop doing that? My hand's up. Yes, I'm good with that. So when we come back from this next break, we are going to look at how to unkink that hose, how to maintain that flow, how to maybe even get a larger hose where the flow might be more. That's up to you. But we will look at all of this. So don't go away, because this next segment, it's a good one. It really is. Thank you for being here with me on the Inspired Choices Network. Thank you for being part of Cultivating Kindness with Karen, for being the inspiration that helps me show up here every single week. Do I love it? Yes. Do I do it for me? Yes. But I do it for you even more so. Tapping into the world at large is a gift. Using your discernment, knowing what's here for you and what you would like to just either move to the side or let go of is also a gift. And these are just some of the gifts that I wish to send to you every week. So when we come back, let's look at unkinking that hose and getting that manifestation going a little more fluidly and with that flow that works best for you. So stay with us. We've just got a couple of messages and then we will continue this conversation today. All right, don't go away, everyone. We will be right back.
We all have different experiences with and definitions of kindness. These experiences and beliefs about kindness have influenced who we are today and how we see the world. The universe is always listening. So what are you telling the universe today? Tune in to Cultivating Kindness with Karen each week as Karen guides you to understanding how each choice you are making is either keeping you stuck or opening up the energy of empowerment for you. Listen to Cultivating Kindness with Karen, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is Cultivating Kindness with Karen. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Karen@KarenLeslie.ca. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the show. I am certainly enjoying sharing all of this information with you. And I have something actually I want to share. I have a new website. I would love for you to go and check it out. Now, there's still a little more I want to add into it, but that's partly me because I'm always changing and changing things around, but it's gorgeous. So go and check out KarenLeslie.ca. Let me know what you think. You can find a wide variety of different ways to work with me, whether it's from that coaching perspective. Like, would you actually like to learn how to create your life from the future? Cool, right? Well, I can't guarantee that would work in one session. I truly can't. But we could certainly work together and build that within you and change those belief systems and just those nasty comments that flow in and out so that you are that person you want to be who can create this life that's so full of ease and flow and fun. So go check it out, KarenLeslie.ca. All right, let's get back to here. Today's show, harmony plus optimism equals manifestation. So I think you've got a good sense on harmony, right? You know where you don't have it. I don't think I need to harp on that anymore. Optimism. Maybe we should look at that. How to be optimistic or hold that space of being optimistic about something that you would love to have. Well, number one, you've got to believe you can have it. You've got to believe that you are worthy of it. You have to believe that it's your birthright to have it. So all of those thoughts that have been hanging out there that would contradict that, they need to be let go of. When you bring in that optimism, that energy of looking forward to something, being happy about something, and you feel it in your body, like actually get that physical sensation, you amp up the possibility of that arriving big time. The thoughts are good, don't get me wrong, but feeling those thoughts, now that is important. And one of the easiest ways I find to feel my thought is through images, pictures in my mind, through my imagination. Your mind only works with images. This is why any crazy thoughts you have or any sort of image that you get and you think, what is that? Or how could that be possible? Well, the fact that you just got that image means it is possible through you because it was given to you. We discount so much on a daily basis. We toss away the opportunities for so much. This is one of the reasons, but people will use vision boards, and they can be amazing. I do have a caveat when it comes to vision boards in that, like, what energy are you creating them from? Like, are you creating it from doubt, just like, oh, I wish this could happen? Or are you creating it from that space of knowing this is possible for me? When I work with people creating vision boards, I set an energy in that space. And I give people specific questions and energies to work with when they create that energy board. And the results are amazing. I've created an energy board once that had just all these faces on it. I've mentioned it quite a while ago. Just faces, young, old, male, female, every color, like, and very few words. And I didn't understand it, but that was the only thing that was coming to me time and time again. So I just kept putting them down, cutting them out, pasting them on. I didn't know what it meant. And then only a few short months later, I'm moving to a new city where I know nobody. Well, guess what? I met all new faces of all ages, of all backgrounds. My vision board was correct. So how you go about something is so important. That space between your ears, that spot where you are thinking and holding those thoughts will drive the direction until you decide to take control. So you can call it meditating, you can call it just sitting quiet, call it daydreaming, whatever word works for you, but spend time, ideally daily, but spend time in that space of dreaming. Daydreaming, imagining, envisioning what you would love to have is valuable time. It is not a waste of time. See with total clarity. Now, if you see in black and white, not a problem. You can ask to see it in color and see what happens. If you see in black and white, then assign a color to certain things if you would like to make it more real for yourself. You want a new car, you're seeing the car, you're envisioning how it looks, you know, how many doors it's got. You know whether it's a convertible or a hardtop. Like you've got it all figured out. Is it a van? Is it a sports car? Is it an SUV? What's the color? Is there more than one? What's the color on the interior? What's it made out of? Do you have floor mats? Go as deep and with as much clarity as you can. Have fun with it. And then see yourself sitting in it. Feel the steering wheel in your hands. Put your foot on the different pedals. If it's standard, put your hand on the stick shift. Imagine yourself moving it. Now, pause and feel what this is like. Are you happy? If there's not a smile on your face when you're looking to manifest something, then there's your first indication that you've got a kink in your hose. You should be smiling, enjoying. The vision may be growing and changing, but you are emotionally and physically connected. You are part of it. It's real to you in that moment. Then you anchor it in. You can literally say, body, anchor this experience in. You bring it back with you when you come out of your daydreaming or your meditation. And you can call it up again anytime you want because you've anchored it in. You can go back to that space anytime you wish and make it real again. Another way to unkink that hose is ask for evidence that it is coming forward to you. Ask whomever it is that you are comfortable asking. Your guardian angel, divine, source, Gaia, Mother Earth. What works for you? Ask to be shown. See how many cars you start to see that are that make or model or that color, or you just start to see that color everywhere you go. Those are the tidbits being given to you saying, yes, it's on its way. Revisit it again and again. Ask to be told, shown, guided for the steps you need to take to keep that hose without a kink. Because it's your thoughts that will cause a kink in that hose again. So be aware when those thoughts hit so you can let them go and unkink the hose and allow that flow to come into you again. Take 100% responsibility for all of your actions and 100% for all of your inaction as well. Choosing to do nothing is still a choice. You still decided to just sit or to not send that email or not contact that person. And that's okay. Where we get into trouble is when we go into judgment of ourselves and blame and whatever old stories are going to come forward. When you take responsibility and say, yes, I know I chose not to do that, and that's okay. I know I will choose to do this in the future. And you build on that. That is keeping your hose without that kink. That is sending a clearer message out on a regular basis. This is your role. You have a job in all of this. You 100% do. Does the universe and divine wish to gift you all of this? Absolutely. Nothing makes them happier. But that doesn't mean you are not part of the equation. We are always part of every nanosecond of our life, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And when you choose to be 100% responsible in every moment, then you've just upped your own game and you have taken more kinks out of that hose for you to be able to receive. We all have a job here. And it's, I was going to say it's simpler, but maybe it isn't. Simpler than you think. Maybe some of you are feeling a little overwhelmed right now, and that's okay. How does it feel to know that you need to be 100% responsible for everything? Right? Remember, you looked around, you saw everything that's around you. I told you, it's there because you manifest it. You brought it in. It's there because of you. Turn that on its heels. Make that work for you. Accept that this is what happens, that this is how the world works. This is how energy works. And you will totally shift in your ability to create more for you. We are coming to our very last break of our show. Don't go away. I'm going to do my very best to sum all this up in our next segment and leave you with harmony, optimism, and knowing that manifesting is something you absolutely can do. All right, this is a really short break. Don't go away. We will be right back.
We all have different experiences with and definitions of kindness. These experiences and beliefs about kindness have influenced who we are today and how we see the world. The universe is always listening. So what are you telling the universe today? Tune in to Cultivating Kindness with Karen each week as Karen guides you to understanding how each choice you are making is either keeping you stuck or opening up the energy of empowerment for you. Listen to Cultivating Kindness with Karen, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. This is Cultivating Kindness with Karen. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Karen@KarenLeslie.ca. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, so let's wrap all of this up. You got the harmony part, right? Like, truly sending out consistent messages, looking at where you may be inconsistent, just acknowledge it. We all do it. I still do it. It's okay. What is brilliant about it is when you catch it and you go, oh, nope, cancel that, delete, no, stop. And then you say what you want. Then you say what you truly desire. Then you say what is in or on your heart. See it as you say it. Use the imagination. Use that gift that the brain and the mind actually cherish. That's how it helps you. Have that clear image. Have that clarity. The more work you do on you, the deeper you go in understanding who you are, what makes you tick, and what doesn't. That's equally as important. The more that's waiting for you, the more you're going to be able to receive. And the joy of receiving will just go up and up and up. Ease, flow, and fun. Who doesn't want that in their life? It's one of the things that I'm grateful for every day. If you listened to last week's show, You know, I encourage you to write things down that you're grateful for. Ease, flow, and fun. Yes, please. Being in that space of accepting you, wishing to grow in who you are, understanding that you are giving the meaning to everything that is around you is empowering. What it does is it gives you a solid foundation to stand on, from which to receive. It gives you the ability to say, yes, I will have this, and no, this is no longer part of my life. You'll find you'll change your mind, but you will begin to do so with a clarity that does not cause confusion or chaos. As you change your mind, it's built upon and based on what you have just received. It inspires you to look for something greater. It inspires you to step more and more into yourself, into who you are, being that leader in your own life. You will naturally empower others. You will naturally change the energy around you, within your home, within your place of work. You will be that light that just will not turn off. Now, I'm not referring to those overly optimistic, annoying people, the ones that are pretending, the ones that, boasting about things. That is not that harmony energy. That's a push energy that will not be there. When our hose gets kinked and we're tugging on it and we're squeezing the handle and we're trying to figure out what's going on, that is a push energy. But to know what to look for and where to go within yourself, to know what works for you to unkink your hose with ease, to start that flow, to receive the fun, that is an energy that inspires others. That is an energy that people actually wish to be around. They will seek you out. They may not talk to you. They may not wish to be your friend. But you could be in a coffee shop and there's lots of empty tables. And you're sitting, whether you're on your own or with a friend, and the couple of tables around you are empty. There's lots of space. Someone comes in, they get their order, and then they sit at the table beside you. Not on the other side of the room, beside you. That is your energy. They don't know why, they don't know what, but they know that's where they want to sit, because you are that energy of harmony and optimism. You are that energy of being true to yourself and creating the environment around you that you wish to have. It's a huge gift to you and the world. Manifesting's not just for you. You may think it is, and that may be part of the reason people think it's selfish or wrong to do. It's not. What you create for the world as a result is fantastic. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm running out of time. And I really want to invite you next week. We have a really cool show coming up for you. And the name has just totally escaped me right now.
Thank you for listening to Cultivating Kindness with Karen. Karen Leslie returns Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can find Karen at KarenLeslie.ca and follow her on social media. Until next Wednesday, Karen is sending you waves of kindness for a fabulous week. Remember, it's only you who has the power to be and receive the kindness required to change your life.